Oh, goodness. Hey, everybody. How we all doing? Let's get this screen blocker out of the way here in a second. Give me just a sec. Oh, is my Total War good? Yes, it is. Okay. Do. I'm really feeling later today, so after I take my lunch break, I really think that I want to do a multiplayer stream today because they reset the ladder, so that's kind of interesting. Don't know if y'all have heard about that, but the quick play ladder has been completely reset. At least I know they're doing it today. I'm assuming they've done it by now, but they're going to do it today. And I'm kind of interested to get in on some of that action. So maybe we'll hit that up at some point. But for now, want to do some single player stuff. Whew, goodness. Give me just a sec loading into the game. Then I'll get the screen blocker out of your way. There we go. Boom. Man, I need to get a haircut and a beard trim. I'm getting a little wild man looking. Oh, Cody off zero. Let's try and focus on happy thoughts today. I feel for you guys though. I feel for y'all something fierce.
I am Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
Undertaker, we might be able to do that at some point.
The Lord of Decay.
Alright, so, I think going into Mortal Empires, Eshin will be super duper fun, because the cool thing about Eshin is he has the ability to establish contact with all of the other Skaven clans. Well, except for Tretch, but, eh. eh. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get going. Try as they might, no one ever really knows the precise location of the elusive Deathmaster Snitch, save for Snitch himself. That's exactly how the Grand Night Lord likes it, keeping Clan Eshin's enemies squinting at the shadows in fear. The current rumors echoing around the Under Empire is that the Deathmaster is somewhere in the vicinity of Noblar country. But as with all of Snitch's shady affairs, his exact purpose there is unclear to all but him. Is there very deep lore on Krokar? Moderately. I wouldn't say super deep. Because although he is very old and powerful, there's probably more to him than people think there is, but most of the Lizardmen characters weren't heavily focused on. So their lore isn't, like, insanely deep, just because they very rarely showed up to anything. Because Games Workshop didn't have authors that apparently were comfortable writing with Lizardmen. Alright, I'll let y'all enjoy the little intro by the Advisor, and then we'll go from there. Once we load in here. Hey, Aztec. No. Deathmaster's story is a lot.
Elusive Deathmaster, your enemies here are oblivious of your presence. Use the knowledge you have acquired from the East to secure these lands for Clan Eshin. Brutish orcs and vile goblins gather along the coast. Their savagery will not protect them from the blade in the shadows. See to their removal. The Dragon Isles to the south hide many powerful monsters, some unknown in nature. Such threats should be dealt with carefully, but ruthlessly. The dwarfs of Karak Azul dwell in the nearby mountains, holding out against the Greenskins. Let them kill one another, then take what is left of their crumbling realms. Send the agents of Eshin out into the world, Deathmaster, with the weeping blades in claw and tail. You are but a creeping rumor that will cause all to fear the shadows.
Alrighty. Clan Eshin. Last Defender title is his big claim to fame. Actually, not surprisingly, no. The legends of Kroq-Gar go way past that. Like, Kroq-Gar was the one who purged the island of Albion. So in the 8th edition retcons, Kroq-Gar is the one who purges the Isle of Albion. And he's done a bunch of other stuff. Like, most of the time, he spends a lot of his time keeping one of the gates to the realm of chaos in Lustria closed. Like, it just kind of spews out demons from time to time, and he gets put in charge of just curb stomping them. He's won a couple wars, and he's done a bunch of other stuff. He's a busy guy. Draco Rivendare, I'm well aware of the updates. I was fortunate enough to have early access on this DLC, so I have played quite a bit of this DLC over the last few weeks. Couple weeks. Anyway, we got a nice ambush. Let's go in there and kill some boogers. What's my opinion on the renaming of the Greenskins to Black Crag and the Vampire Coast to the Awakened? So I am totally okay with the Vampire Coast getting renamed to the Awakened. I think that's still fitting. Luther Harkin never called himself the Vampire Coast, nor his army the Vampire Coast. That's just the name of the geography that he hangs out at. But that's not the identifying name for that faction. So calling them the Awakened, I think, is fine. As for the Greenskins, I do think they need to change their name. I do not like the name of Black Crag, because if you look at all the Greenskins in the game, as it should be, all of the Greenskins' naming conventions are based on their tribe. So it's it's the Crooked Moon tribe, or it's the Bloody Hand tribe, or it's the Red Cloud tribe. They're all tribes, except for now Grimgore. Grimgore is the only one whose name goes by his settlement and not his tribe. So I think they should actually be called the Bloody Sun Boys. That would be my vote. Any advice on this campaign? Oh yeah. Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Start throwing stuff at people. Let's start drilling. Okay, let's pull him back a little bit. Snitch is getting a little chewed up.
Elspeth's ready. Stealth magic, no. Night rabbits, attack!
All right, let's dive in again.
Retreat! Clan spears, clan rats.
Alright, let's freeze everyone in place. Yep. Don't you blasphemy magic.
War Rider. Eshin triumph. What orders? War Rider. Honeycraft will. Guidance onward.
Alright, that'll do it. Chase down what goblins we can. Make sure Deathmaster kills the enemy character. Chiller Chrono, why so early in the morning? Dude, it's almost 10 a.m. I'm trying to get back to getting up at a reasonable hour. What is this what's so early crap? What does the lore of stealth focus on? The lore of stealth is mostly debuffs and control magic, but it has a couple of really high damage spells. But it's mostly about control. If the next DLC is the last one for Warhammer 2, who would you want the FLC to be, assuming it's High Elves versus Greenskins? If it's High Elves versus Greenskins, I want the last free LC character to be a dwarf. I need Thoric Ironbrow in my life, and anything less than Thoric Ironbrow is unacceptable. See if we can get these Warp Grinders in range. No, but the Night Runners can at least ping them a bit. We're too slow. Yeah, I'll just get out of the way. Why the Bloody Suns tribe? Because the Bloody Suns or the Bloody Sun Boys. That's it would be an allusion to the MMORPG, because in the MMORPG, if you played as the Greenskins, your faction was the Bloody Sun Boys. And B, the flag that the Greenskin faction uses doesn't actually represent any particular tribe. It's just the symbol for the bloody sun. Like, that's all it means. But their emblem is not actually associated with any certain tribe. I assume we'll get a vampire versus TH? I don't think so, man. I don't think we're gonna see vampires for this wave. Alright, so for Snitch, we're gonna go up the melee tree, at least for a little bit, because Snitch having really good melee stats is vital to him not dying. And we're also going to beeline our way to exploit criminals, because we want that reduction on hero action chance. Alright, let's kill some more orcs. Shank. And we will eat them. What difficulty is this? I'm playing very hard campaign, hard battle. So the second highest difficulty for each section. Alright, so we'll get another point thick skin to give us lots of armor. And then let's grab Ruin and Decay. Could we see a Wood Elf DLC? I don't know, man. I would love to see that, but I have not heard any indication of CA backtracking on their no DLC for DLC policy, which I think is a stupid policy, and I hope they do not keep with it, but I have not seen any indication of them backing off of it. I'd love to see more vampires. Me too, man. I want Zacharias the Ever-Living so bad. Do you think there's a chance for an Empire Engineer hero? Yes. I think it's probably guaranteed at some point. Kill 1,000 enemies to get the Weeping Blades. I can do that.
Lord of the Assassins.
Alright, let's move to about here and pop into raid stance. Let's check what the chapter objectives are, because these are usually story-based for each character. So this one says, even the strongest clan fail, if not fight always. Snitch, show prove that Eshin not afraid. Eshin strong. Nightlord will notice C. Nightlord, remember that Snitch best assassin rat. Yes, will never hurt harm Snitch then. Win 3 battles, already did it. Hit rat, Snitch best sneak assassin in Under Empire. Yes, but others train learn too. Soon be better stronger. Bad. Snitch must grow, kill more, be strongest always. Reach level 5. We're doing good on that. Too many grain things. Nasty, spread like mold stain. Must die quick. Wipe out entire tribe clan now. Bad one. Yes, Make world place safe for Ratkin. Destroy the Red Cloud. Working on it. Night Lord is Eshin boss. Snitch obey follows. Keep Snitch safe. For here now. Maybe change one day. Yes, so Snitch make own plans too. Snitch clever smart. Complete 3 missions. And then perform 2 shadowy dealings. Best Ratkin never seen heard. Stupid enemy things not known to. They're here. Yes. Must make plans in secret. Hide, sneak, careful. Help clan families. Safe in Shadow Dark. Yes. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do one of these. I will target the Haunted Forest. And let's do a small... let's do a food raid for food. And we'll send Snitch to do it so he gets experience.
For the Eshin, yes.
Alright. So that just gave Snitch a free level up. So I will take another point in Ruin and Decay, and then Verminous Valor. Which, Verminous Valor is a big deal for Snitch, because it allows him to escape from getting surrounded. I think it's one of the most important abilities to get with him as quickly as possible. I assume all ogres count as large units. How will it be balanced against a lot of spears? Pranamya by shooting. Lots and lots of shooting. Oh, level 5. Nice. Which a lot of people don't realize that ogres are a very hardcore shooting-based faction. Alright, now we can switch out of raid stance and take the Haunted Forest. What difficulty am I playing on? I'm playing on very hard campaign, hard battles. So, second highest difficulty for both. Legions of Undead factions. Oh, Legions of Undead faction legendary lords. Nagash, Zacharias, Vorag, and Neferata. They could do that. Personally, I would rather just see, like, Necrarchs. You get, like, Necrarch faction, you get Zacharias. Strigoi faction, you get Vorag, Bloody Tooth, or Nashrag. Lamians, you get Neferata. Blood Dragons, you get the Red Duke. Seems easy enough. How have I been? I've been good, man. My sleep schedule, guys, my sleep schedule got so fucked. Like, I was just having the damnedest time trying to just get up and at a reasonable hour. Like, even today, I really struggled with that. Like, I barely got any sleep last night because I just kind of went to bed and was like, alright, I just can't allow myself to get up until, like, a reasonable hour. And then when a reasonable hour occurs, I just have to get up. Like, regardless of how I feel. And it's been rough. You want Abarash? Abarash could be fun. I don't know. Like, Abarash is one of those characters that, like, he's a really cool character, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it'd be better to have Wallach over... Whoops. Yeah, whatever. Wallach over him. I don't know. I'm someone that's not super attached to Abarash. I feel like he's kind of more of like a myth or a legend character as opposed to like a character that should be explicitly playable. But I don't know. I've never been a very big fan of Abarash. And let's begin. Earthquake! Snitch, go get that shaman. Pop concealment bombs. Actually, kind of hurt. Hey, you should be able to rip him a new one pretty easy. Alright. Is this just a bad... Oh, okay, this is like just a really bad hill. We all know who Sotek's most hated character is. Yeah, you do. Yeah, there should be very little confusion about who my least favorite character is. Unless you're new here. What is the holdup? Orcs? Shoot them. Here, let's do this. You shoot here. Y'all shoot here. You're new. Please explain. All right. So my most hated character. Maybe I should make a video about this. My most hated character by leagues is Elspeth von Draken. I despise Elspeth von Draken. Oh, how I hate her, chat. Do I still hate birds? No, I've never hated birds. I couldn't see myself owning a bird, but I don't hate them.
Pillage.
Yeah, I'm okay. Ooh, Shroud of Dripping Death. Awesome early game item. Sudden kill scheme unlocked. Nice. Give me... Nah, I don't need Skitter Leap yet. Give me Toxic Rain. Why do I hate this character? Alright, buckle up! Buckle up! Here we go! So, my beef with Elspeth von Draken is that the whole point of the Empire is that the Empire is supposed to be a collection of humans who, against all odds, all insanity, all demons and monsters and horrors of the night, yada 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 to infinity. So in spite of all of these maddening creatures and Expert Thief, that's such a good ability, stealing items 25%, and then let's grab Ancient Cunning so we have a higher chance to ambush. The whole point of the Empire is that it's supposed to be a collection of humans who defy the odds and stand up against basically gods and demons and monsters and giants and greenskins and beastmen and like just madness. And their whole scheme is that they're defiant against these numberless hordes and massive abominations and whatever other else crap you want to bring up. The problem is you have this character that was introduced that a lot of people like because she's really strong. She has a really cool mount. And, ooh, gosh, 25 armor on an assassin. Yeah, but I like stealing items. So you have all this stuff where they're like, okay, so, you know, we're men of the Empire. We win our battles with steel, faith, and gunpowder. You know, we got magic later, yada, 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 yada. And then there's frickin' Elspeth. So, Elspeth is not human. That's the first big problem. You know, the first big problem is that Elspeth von Draken is basically a death wizard who has become so powerful and so inundated with amethyst magic, or death magic, that she basically is not human anymore. She has, like, crossed the line and has become this pseudo necromancer, like, she's just become this weird abomination instead of being human anymore. Like, she sacrificed her humanity in the name of more power. Fine. The problem is, they made her so powerful that she is basically, like, on par with Balthazar Gelt, who's the Supreme Patriarch. And she's so powerful that Gelt almost considers her a threat to the Empire and just kind of keeps a vague eye on her. And so they try and pull this whole angle of, oh well, she works for the Countess of Nuln because the Countess wants to keep her around as like a bargaining chip and yada 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 yada. But she's so A, she's overpowered as crap. B, she has this really annoying mount because she has this big old dragon which is called a Carmine Dragon. So to put into perspective how overpowered this dragon is, a Carmine Dragon. Don't want to spy on Clan Mulder. Yeah, let's go ahead and spy on Clan Mulder. Send this to guy.
Shadows hide.
So Karl Franz is supposed to be unique in the Empire because he's the only human capable of riding a dragon. Cool. However, Elspeth goes, nah, I feel like I should be able to ride a dragon too. So they just give her a freaking dragon. And not only can she ride a dragon, which is supposed to be Franz's thing, her dragon is way better than Franz's dragon. Because it's a Carmine Dragon. And the thing about Carmine Dragons is instead of breathing fire, like a regular dragon does, they breathe purple suns at you. So if you've ever played this game, you know, the elite death spell Purple Sun, imagine a dragon vomiting that at you. That is what you're dealing with when you're talking about Elspeth von Draken. Ooh, do I want to sack for some extra money? Nah, I'll take it. I want a province. Ooh, Whirl of Weeping Blades. Okay, we've got one more settlement to accomplish most of our chapter objectives. How many settlements does it take to complete a chapter? Okay, good. We're doing good. So, yeah, I hate her. She's super overpowered. She exists. They created the lore for her, but they made her so strong and so powerful that her very existence basically disrupts the lore and makes it really, really messy. Because you can't have a character that powerful without there being like a lot of consequences because of it, you know? So, yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's why I hate Elspeth von Draken. Alright, we should have been able to establish contact with... Yeah, there he is.
My techno. Make this quick fast, I'm busy. Yeah.
Alright, good. We've established contact with Clan Scryer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and use the Night Lord's say-so and send Snitch on his first mission. Oh, I will check that in just a sec. Thank you. Weapon Master, strong. 6 strong. Alright, so Deathmaster is going to be gone for a little bit. Let me check that thing real quick. I'm getting so many messages on my phone all of a sudden. Godzilla 2021 donating $5 say, good morning, everyone. Thanks. Also, Home Slicer, if you're in chat, man, happy anniversary, dude, for being a member here on the channel. Thank you for your year of support. Really appreciate it, man. Turkmen, yeah, right. I haven't heard any stories of the Imperial Dragon being used in battle. Yeah, it kind of got phased out pretty hard. Vaj to H3, how you doing, man? Oh, the dominating scheme. Yes, please. Extra food! How big do you think the map's going to be for Game 3? So here's what I'm thinking. I think for Game 3, it's going to go... I think the best case scenario is we're going to get the Realm of Chaos all up here. We're going to get the Darklands all right here. We're going to get the Mountains of Morn all right here. Maybe a little smidge of Cathay over here. Some more islands and shit over here. And then if we're super duper lucky, maybe they will expand out Nagash to here. Lustria to here. And then give us the bottom parts of Lustria and the Southlands to the point where we can at least have some ocean. Give me Clan Pit. Vodka, recovering after 5 night shifts? Ooh, yikes. Sotek, how do Vermin Lords compare to other greater demons? They're on par. In their own way. Deathmaster's back. That was quick. Get out of here. Let's equip the Whirl of Weeping Blades. Let's grab Jump Scare and Contract Loopholes for that massive upkeep reduction. Oh, I can get Gutter Runners. So let's get rid of all my Night Runners. Give me Gutter Runners instead. How old is Snitch? I don't think we know. I'd have to do a little bit more research. Do I think we'll ever see Vermin Lords in game? Yes, I do. Probably not till game 3, but yes, I do. How did Nagash get so powerful to essentially be the god of death even before he took the mantle from Usirian? A lot of effort, to be honest. The big things that Nagash did that made him so powerful and deadly, the really, really big ones are that he... Oh gosh! I've been ambushed? How? I'm Clan Eshin. This is heresy. Who has the highest weapon strength in my army? Yeah, probably those dudes. Oh, wait, no, it might be. Oh, yeah, but they only do AP, so yeah, we'll do that. Eh, 4 should be fine. Let's do 6 just in case. So the biggest things that Nagash did was first he invented the lore of necromancy, also, which is nowadays kind of known more as the lore of vampires. Then the thing about Nagash is Nagash basically was an absurdly powerful wizard in life. And then he kind of figured out some really cool, sneaky shenanigans, which would allow him to basically get super duper mastery over the magic of death. So he did that, but it didn't work out quite as well as he hoped it would. And it ended up... Gosh, it's hard to explain, but without getting like into a super long tangent that we don't have time for. The TLDR is that Nagash did a ton of research, invented necromancy, and after he invented necromancy, he had a bunch of incidents where he got power through really bizarre means. Like he ended up literally eating like a buttload of warpstone. Which is basically magic in physical form. And by just devouring copious amounts of warpstone, he got kind of absurd, to say the least. Send in the slaves. Veil of Shadows. So this will protect my warp fire throwers while they just roast orcs. Not the best ambush, was it?
My blade slice awaits. What orders? Hasten, hurry!
Alright, let's get our guys in here and start drilling. Silly greenskins. Any advice from Malus on Mortal Empires? It is brutal. Yeah, sure. So the biggest advice I would say for Malus on Mortal Empires, well, okay, so the biggest advice for any Malus campaign is, first of all, you need to spec out casualty replenishment. So like with Malus, you need to make sure you have all of his skills and talents that give him casualty replenishment. You need to make sure your Black Arcs all specialize in casualty replenishment. You also need to make sure that every single army has a... you want all of your armies to have a Death Hag with maxed out casualty replenishment. And if you have any armies that do not have... that are led by a different general, they need to have an assassin to make sure that you're not suffering leadership penalties for... loyalty penalties for Zarkan. And basically, once you've gotten that part down, just keep Malus at maximum corruption unless you, like, desperately need a big boost to your healing for a turn. To me, that's the most important thing. Beyond that, some other really big notes are that you should make absolutely sure to upgrade your Black Arc to rank 5 as quick as possible. Especially your starting Black Arc. Like, don't even get it a side building. Just upgrade its main building. And then, beyond that, make sure your Black Arcs have a fully garrisoned army. Because the thing about Black Arcs is they have massive reductions in how expensive their armies are. So, if you have a fully upgraded Black Arc, you're going to have, like, a minimum of 60% upkeep reduction. Changer of Ways! Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Are there any Goblin Shaman special characters? Unfortunate, not that were playable. There are some famous Goblin Shamans. Probably the most famous one is Duffskull, which Duffskull was the Night Goblin Shaman who worked with / for Skarsnik.
Lord of the Assassins. Down.
Yeah, I know some people are kind of disappointed that they didn't stay like 1000% true to Malus, and make, let's burglarize with, let's do with Zap Spark.
Shadows.
I know a lot of people are, not a lot, but a decent amount of people are upset that Spite is not smaller, like he is in the stories. But it's kind of a gameplay issue at the end of the day. Like, if Spite was actually smaller, there would be some problems with the way the game handles that. Like, it would be more difficult to target him. He'd probably have smaller mass. Like, it's one of those things that, although in the lore, Spite is smaller than most of the cold ones, but he's a lot smarter. It just doesn't work out that as great from a gameplay perspective. Orc boss, that's true. There was a goblin shaman who hung out around Grom named Old Blacktooth. And Old Blacktooth was really scary. And he even rode a wyvern, which was pretty neat.
Kill. Slice.
Favorite YouTube channel to watch? My favorite YouTube channels right now... my favorite tabletop channel right now is 2+ Tough and Rerolling Ones. Love those guys. My favorite channel to watch gameplay on is Co-Carnage. And then my favorite channel for Total War multiplayer is Turin.
Warp grinder. Our tail's yours.
Hope that is what you were asking.
My blade slice awaits.
Alright, we're just gonna chew these guys up and spit them out.
Fire through. Clan rats.
This is not a smart angle to ambush Clan Eshin from, I'll tell you that.
Ready, yes, yes. Sneak hide spells.
And drill.
Suffer. Dormant.
I'm just gonna throw down a black whirlwind here. More drilling! More drilling! Could Zarkan defeat Screech Vermin King? Probably not. No, Screech Vermin King is a very dangerous Vermin Lord. Like, Screech Vermin King is the top of the food chain among Vermin Lords. And Zarkan is not the top of the food chain when it comes to Keepers of Secrets.
Deathmaster. Snitch from
Yeah.
there.
Whoosh. Beautiful. Whoa, Warfire Throwers. Easy on the friendly fire, guys.
By your command. Clan rats. Now, yes. Ready. Stay,
Go have fun, kids.
Breaking up. Let's cover up. Eshin sorcerer. Now, Snitch eager. Warp grinder. Agreed. Yes. Swift make deadly. Skaven slaves. Take this.
I love this spell so much. Black Whirlwind is so epic looking.
Guide form one. Deathmaster Snitch.
And it does a buttload of damage, too.
Retreat. Our tail's yours. Eshin sorcerer.
More drilling! Cleaning them up. Raw cauliflower, yes, I know. I actually got, I will be doing stuff with that, don't you worry. I will be covering the, that stuff. Are there any stories with Marius Leekdorf? There are not any full books about him. Though, if you want to learn a lot about him, you can read a book called the, oh gosh, I think I have it right here. Yeah. So this book, Swords of the Emperor, this book, which is about Ludwig Schwarzhelm and Kurt Helborg, it actually deals with the aftermath of Marius Leekdorf's death, and it's very heavily about him. So that's a really good book to read if you want to learn more about Marius. But unfortunately, he's a character that had a lot of crazy exploits, but we didn't really get to see him do a whole lot. How would I do a Council of 13 mechanic? I mean, that's basically what the clan contracts are. I don't know what I would really do beyond that, to be totally honest. And we'll just bust our way in here in a second. If I were transported into the fantasy world as a child, where would I want to grow up? Probably Astalia. Astalia is probably the safest country, relatively speaking. Like, it still has its fair share of problems, but it's far enough away from most of, like, the major dark powers that it manages to get away with not being, like, completely annihilated on a regular basis like most other people are. And I want to... Sure, let's go ahead and do it. Hey, Mads, how you doing, man? Hugh, good to see you. We're just playing some Clan Eshin here. I'm doing okay. I've been Christmas shopping. I'm at that awkward point where, like, the paycheck from YouTube comes in on a really weird day for this month. So I'm hoping to get all my Christmas shopping done, but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. But, you know, make do with what you got. Did I see the new Blood Bowl Ogre models? Yes, I saw the new Blood Bowl Ogres. They're hysterical. They are legit hysterical. So fun fact, if you didn't know, warp grinders can burrow through walls, which is hilarious. They can literally just cut a big old chunk out of it and ruin your day. And I love it. So, any of y'all got plans for the weekend? Anybody doing anything interesting or fun or whatever? They can attack towers? That's hysterical. I hope we get more units that can attack walls, because I actually think that's a really nifty mechanic. Alright, let's do this. Get us in, lads. I don't know why I put you guys over here. Go this way. Ah, mistakes! Run away!
Eshin sorcerer. Follow doctors.
There are a lot of orcs in here.
Sorcerers here goes.
Let's start doing damage. And kaboom. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all that DPS! Buying snacks for tomorrow? What's the occasion, Hugh?
Warp rider.
Alright, we're just gonna knock all these walls down.
Warp rider.
Oh, let's...
What?
Now that we've learned we can attack towers, let's do that.
Clan rants. Quick.
Take it down! Take it down!
Batter runners. Eshin slingers. Yes, must Eshin sorcerer. Go.
More dead orcs.
Night runners. Shriek. Guidance horn one. Clan rats. Unarmed. Warp rider. Now, ready, now. Pace and hurry. Deathmaster snitch. I am ready. Not arts.
Let's go!
Kill.
And boom.
Yes. Faster, got it. Warp rider. Council's command.
Should mammoths be able to destroy walls? Maybe? I don't know. Kind of on the fence about that one.
Fire thrower. Hasten, hurry. Now move. Eshin, obey. Warp grinder. Yes. What? Eshin, moving, going.
Let's get to work.
Swift and steady. Good, master. Warp grinder. Very good, master. Hey, what orders? Warp portals. Deathmaster snitch. Down. Our tile's yours. Sneak. Skitter and leap. Warp rider. What on? Warp fire through. What orders?
Fire, damn it! Yes! Good.
Scupper, go! Deathmaster snitch!
Whirling blades!
Not once!
Focus the...
War, fire, thrower! Ready, ready!
Fire, damn it! Beautiful. What am I doing for tomorrow, Lord Master of Sotek? So tomorrow, actually, now that you mention it, so something cool that I'm going to be doing for tomorrow is the Christmas celebration at the Citadel, which the Citadel is like the super big, crazy, awesome Games Workshop store I live next to. And the Christmas event is called Slaughter Claws. And so for Slaughter Claws, there's a couple events going on tomorrow. Starting at noon tomorrow is the Rusty Nurgling Cup, which the Rusty Nurgling is basically, it starts at noon, and you have 8 hours to paint up a single miniature to the best of your ability in those 8 hours. So you have to, I think it's like you have to buy a miniature and then you just kind of go from there. It's very intense and all that stuff. I will not be participating in that, but I will be watching it. And then after that, they're doing, after that is, the event I'm most excited for, which is the actual Slaughter Claws event. And Slaughter Claws is, there's literally a model at the store called Slaughter Claws, who's this big, fat, greater demon of Nurgle. So a great unclean one. So he's this big old fat, one that has a, he has like a Santa Claus hat and a beard, and like, he's all grotesque, but he's Santa themed. And basically you bring your favorite model, it could be any model from any tabletop Games Workshop IP, and you get into teams, and it's everybody versus Slaughter Claws. Like it's everyone versus the boss, and you bring just your favorite model. So it's literally a crossover event where it's like all Warhammer Fantasy, Age of Sigmar, 40k, Blood Bowl, Necromunda. Like it's all these different models from all these different universes teaming up to fight against Slaughter Claws, and it's super fun. It's a very goofy event, but I'm really looking forward to it because I missed it last year. All right, we're looking for a hero for our assassin to kill. Pretty sure Cetra has the biggest ego in Warhammer. That is correct.
Move tails.
Sigvald has a pretty notable arrogance to him, but I think Cetra takes the cake on that. Orc boss, I'll definitely take pictures, and I might record some small clips. It'll be super loud because there's probably going to be an assload of people there. Oh, so now that this DLC is out, we can actually talk about this, guys. Have y'all been playing it? If you have, are you enjoying it? Do you like it? What's your favorite feature? You know, yada yada. See if we can assassinate this. What about Thanquil's hero? Nah, Thanquil is arrogant, but he's not nearly to the degree of Sigvald and Cetra, who think, like, you have to remember that Cetra literally thinks he's a god. And, you know, yada yada yada. They're pretty absurd.
I bring pain, death. Sneaky snake. Tunnels, shadows.
Gotta get Sotek a chest-mounted GoPro. I'm just walking around with like a big old fucking camera on my chest. Oh my gosh, that'd be a nightmare. Nagash also has a humongous ego. I would say Nagash and Cetra are equal. Clan Pestilence contract. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Spy on Clan Mulder. Sniven, go do it.
For the Eshin, yes.
Cool. That means we have a positive relationship with Clan Pestilence, which means we've established contact. Squawk!
Many poxes I could inflict on you, or our mutual enemy foes. Yes, yes. Oh.
I'm actually really excited to play a new Clan Pestilence campaign with all their new stuff. Alright, so we got an alliance with him going.
Now, what do you want from me? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we're making headway. Clan Rictus, I'm just gonna backstab. Let's actually go ahead and disband our non-aggression with him. So by the time I get to him, I can stab him. Because unfortunately, we do not get the Tretch Craventail bonus to backstabberies. Alright, but we do need to deal with Malus before we go any further north. Sotek, I have a giant question. Who is the most angry character in Warhammer? Servant, the most angry character is probably Skyla Anfringrim, who is a Chaos Spawn special character. Who is a pissed off Chaos Spawn. He's a Chaos Spawn of Khorne, and anger is like all he has left. Actually, yeah, you know what? It'd be Scarbrand. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It would be Scarbrand. Scarbrand is the angriest character. That's true. Because the thing about Scarbrand is so angry that his anger infects other people around him, whether they are willing or not.
Deathmaster.
Like, his anger is like a disease. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to afford some stuff for a little bit, so let's do some raiding. Let's piss off the lizard boys. Alexander, fun fact, notable amounts of Chaos Spawn have marks of Chaos. Like, Chaos Spawn very regularly are dedicated to one god or another. Intensive training! Alright. Oh, we're about to get exotic martial arts. Nice. We're almost to where we want to be. Okay, let's get magical reserves. Sotek, you owe me a game of Vermintide. We'll get there, man. We'll get there. I've only accomplished one mission. Ugh. Have 3 death runners. Okay. Let's see. Wood would be good. I don't have enough to recruit anything yet. But we can do a Clan Eshin action. Yeah, small heist. Give me money. Give me the muns! Okay, let's get Quartermaster. Yeah! More money! Sotek, you owe me absolutely nothing. Well, thank you, Christian. Glad to know. Hey, Sotek, speaking of greater demons, how do you think Kairos will work in Game 3? So, Hollow Nerox, you know how, oh gosh. Manfred von Karstein has like 2 full wheels of magic and you just alternate between them. I think Kairos is going to have 3 wheels. And I think his 3 wheels will be a Lore of Tzeentch wheel. And then his next wheel will be 6 spells from like one of his heads. So it'll be, you know, the lores of life, light, heavens, and what's the other good guy lore? Light, heavens. And whatever the other one I'm forgetting is. And then he'll have a final wheel, which will be the bad lores, which will be, you know, Shadow, Metal, Beasts, and Death. Yeah, all of the demon characters are in both universes. The playable ones anyway.
Deathmaster snake.
Celestial. No, that is high magic. I already said high. Oh, I said high. I meant heavens. No, high magic is not a. High magic is not a battle lore. Fire? Did I leave out fire? See, the bad head. No, the bad head knows fire, metal. Oh, maybe it's metal that I'm putting you. Yeah. So the good head knows, not the good head, but like the light head knows light, life, heavens, and I think metal. And then the quote unquote bad head knows fire, shadow, death, and beasts. Something like that. Would I say that Scarbrand has enough anger for both universes? Well, Scarbrand had enough anger that he thought literally slapping Khorne in the back, like backstabbing Khorne, would be a good idea, so you tell me. Sotek, come to my wedding, please? When and where, man? When and where? Dude, the Sith would probably not get along with Khorne, because they'd be like, yeah, give in to your hate, and Khorne would be like, you use magic, pah! Khorne would have no patience for the Sith.
Listen, the army will fall to snake. Lord of
Like, Khorne would just backhand Palpatine across the universe and back. Alright, let's get our super troops. Death Runners!
Call me Deathmaster.
Didn't Zinj tell Scarbrand to hurt Khorne? Zinj played a role in manipulating Scarbrand, yes. Zinj was responsible for Scarbrand's fall. Yeah. Oh yeah, Palpatine and Zinj would be like they would be close. I can't cross my fingers. They're too like fat or short or whatever. But yeah, Palpatine and Zinj would be butt buddies, as I like to say. There's a term from my League of Legends days when a support and a like when people I don't like, I would get angry at like two characters that always ran around together. That was my phrase for it.
Chief Assassin, yes. Sneaky snake. Under the trees, the shadows.
We're gonna have a lovely Eshin themed army. Godzilla 2021 donated $5. It says, does Krokgar's weapons have any secret abilities he doesn't know about? Not kind of. So Krokgar's hand, the hand of the gods, Krokgar likely does not fully understand the full potential of that weapon. And we kind of saw that in the end times. More assassins! Alright, and this assassin's gonna join our army.
March advance when ready.
I don't think Vader would have liked any of the Dark Gods. Who did I play in what, Darko? Also, Godzilla 2021, thank you very much for paying for my lunch today. I appreciate it. No! Clan Pestilence destroyed? No, I refuse. Go back in time. Go back in time. Go back in time. We're gonna confederate him. Go back in time. No! Not like this, Skrulk! What about for Nurgle and Slaanesh if the Sith joined them? Very specific Sith would probably get along with, yeah, I think both of them would find people in the Sith. The Sith, I think, tend to be people that give in to, like, despair and stuff like that.
How can Clan Pestilence? No, no. I refuse.
What do you mean you refuse? You're about to die, dude. Join me.
Never.
Skrulk, no. How does he lose everything in one settlement? Yep, there he goes. Well, I can always resurrect him later. Fun fact, you can resurrect dead playable factions if you know how to do it. You just have to cause a rebellion in their starting area. Okay, well this time he didn't die, we just lost our military. What? Join me!
Pestilence or stop this.
No, you don't get to refuse.
Not ever.
You don't get to refuse!
I refuse.
Damn it, Skrulk! Defensive Alliance.
Agreed.
Confederation.
Never.
Come on, Smalls, you're killing me.
Talk instead of fight, kid, yes?
Oh no! I don't want you to join my Confederation because I want to save Skrulk. Skrulk, daddy, no!
Marching.
Oh, my heart, chat. Chat, my heart! Not like this! Not like this!
Deathmaster snitch. Yes, yes. Fine slay and erect and die.
Pretty sure the next army is giants from Hish. I have heard that rumor. We'll have to see if it bears fruit or not. Don't die, Skrulk. Hang in there just one more turn. No! Alright. We'll have to save Skrulk by actually going over there, which is gonna suck. That's okay though. We'll manage. But you know what that means instead, chat? You know what that means instead? Refugee influx? Oh. It means we get Clan Scryer!
Things for burn fuel in my war.
Yeah! We now have control of Skavenblight. Doing good! Alright, so I now own Skavenblight. Where's Ikit Claw?
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
Okay, Ikit, what do I want to do with you, bro? Can I severely downgrade this army?
Bigger warp forges.
What is this? Plague Boy. Oh my gosh, look at that upkeep. Holy shit. Dude, just go away. I don't even want to blow you. Actually, that's going to take a few turns. That's okay. We'll manage. I do want to... I'll just blow him up on Merigliano. Ikit Claw, head home immediately. There's work to be done.
Sneaky Nick.
Unassigned skill point. Where? Oh! on a Warlock Engineer. Specialist, because you're going to be establishing under empires for me. Oh, so much to do.
Many, many kills today.
Another assassin? You're costing me money. Get out of here. Commandment available. Expansionist planning. Okay, we have the tractor beam. Don't need that right now. I will keep the rest of this. I'm more interested in money at this particular moment in time. Shadowy dealings. Give me food.
Blades hidden, blades ready.
Alright. You
Kill.
gonna slip your way in there. You're gonna join me. And we're gonna go do the quest battle for the Cloak of Shadows. Oh, I should probably read this. Y'all can read it on your own. You're big boys and girls. Alright. Let's do that. Save.
Break them. Yes, yes.
Helsing's Major? Oh, enjoy speech.
He who steal takes my things will soon be cut, sliced into giblet bits. Yes, yes. Snitch always gets his mark. Thief cower hides with his rattling minions. Thinks he can escape my attentions. No chance. From the shadows I will emerge. Ambush, slay his patrols first. Make the thief easier to kill. Yes, yes. Good.
Alright, so for this one, whoa, okay. We have to, oh gosh. So I have a camera mod on that lets my camera work a little better, but it apparently pops me through the atmosphere there. Set up. Okay, you guys come over here. You guys come over here. Come over here. Let's move, people!
Ready.
Yeah, Snitch does have very deep voice. Do I like the new maps? I love the new maps. They're very, very fun. They're not the best for competitive play. Some of them are okay, but definitely not all of them. Warlord. Pop Slippery.
Take this.
Hidden enemy.
Just clan rats.
Deathmaster snitch.
Gotcha, runners.
It's another warlord. Let's go start throwing stuff. Warfire throwers. Mess them up. Now.
Get ready.
What is the screaming godchild? What? Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Oh god, poison wind hurts!
Yes, yes!
Those mortars? Yes, they are. Well, that could be a problem. It's a 40k thing, oh. Could Malus would need Zarkan to beat Gorok in a fight. I think if Malus had Zarkan, he would probably win. Certainly would be a close affair, but Zarkan is a pretty big deal. And Gorok's not invincible, he's just very tough. Mix them up.
Deathmaster snitch. Lord of Assassins. Deathmaster snitch.
Could Malus take Orion with Zarkan? If Malus could get the jump on Orion and they were not fighting in a forest, it would be a close engagement. If those almost exact qualifications were not satisfied, no. No, I don't believe so.
The traitor thief was in cahoots with the Druki elf things. No matter. They die too. Stab them up. Yes, yes. It is order. We move. Ready, yes, yes. On the ground. I will kill her. Deathmaster.
Is speak move.
Clan Eshin!
Snitch for theirs. Warp Rider. We move. Yes.
Assassin!
Shows way.
Retreat, retreat! One fire thrower! My counsel, yes! What order? Assassin! Shriek! Shriek! Rakata! Rakata!
Kill.
Passion slingers!
Oh god, shoot!
I'm dying loyalty!
Ah! Oh, it's not good. Oh god. Break, damn it. Okay, good.
At once!
Oh, we're definitely gonna take some casualties.
Warp Rider! Fire! Countess command! Good master!
Death make comes. Yes.
My army is very disorganized. Everybody back to base. Regroup, damn it, regroup.
Smells right. Deathmaster snitch. Snitch eager. Going, yes. Snitch goes. Nothing sorcerer. I am ready. Who is my charge. Speak magic here. Ready, ready.
I need to still take an item that gives Snitch regen. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll manage. We just need to push all these frickin' Eshin units out of here. Annoying buggers. It's like, go on, get! Okay, they're shattered. Make sure they're gone. Alright. Reorganize the line!
Swiftly, deadly. Quick, quick. It shall be done. Move, move. Deathmaster snitch.
Reform the lines! Reform the lines! Let's start focusing on that blood rack. She has like no armor. Mow her down. Ooh, look at that lovely DPS. That's not a good sign. Now.
Give me orders. Death stab.
It hurts. It hurts. Rest of you lot, forward! Dude, Warfire throwers are so good now. I love it. They used to be like just absolute trash, but now they're actually pretty damn decent. Didn't Grimgore beat Archaon in the Storm of Chaos? Yeah. Granted, Archaon was like super wounded and beat up already by that point. Like, Archaon was not in great shape, and Grimgore was in very good shape and came up behind him and just beat the tar out of him. In the end times, it was retconned to they did fight again, but in their rematch, it ended up being about it ended up being more about that Grimgore, who was empowered with the Wind of Beasts, was not able to defeat Archaon, but he was able to destroy the Eye of Shirian, which was a huge deal. Like, he basically shattered Archaon's most important defensive item. Cloak of Shadows. Nice. Alright, let's get Renowned and Feared, and then let's pick up some Rat Foo. Sounds like a type of food or something. Let's put another point in Black Whirlwind. And then let's heal for a little bit.
Sneak ready.
Okay, let's get Pig Barter to have better garrison. Get a construction cavern. I definitely want this. Definitely want this. Let's get a rubbish pit. Godzilla 2021 donated another $5. Thanks, man. Lizardmen are the master race. I absolutely agree. Love me some lizards. Okay. We are good to oh god, those are pirates? Ooh. Ikit's probably about to die. Actually, let's save Ikit the embarrassment and just have him not get killed here. Go ahead and get rid of this army for now, because this pirate army is going to smash us. So we'll just go ahead and save some money. All right. I don't know why I have line of sight down here, but I do.
Careful, careful.
Do you think Grimgore might actually be viable in the Greenskin update? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think Footlords are like a curse that are like, oh, these characters are bad. There are some very good Footlords in Total War Warhammer. Snitch is an amazing Footlord. Ungrim Iron Fist, Belagar are both really, really solid. Trying to think. I mean, granted, a lot of characters definitely benefit very heavily from being on mounts, but I don't think it's a death sentence to not have a mount. Grimgore just has some issues in that his pricing, he just needs to be a lot tankier for it, and like I think most people would prefer him to be very expensive, but be like absurdly tanky, you know, or like just a super ultimate badass. But you know he has, there's just ways to do him better. All right, we're gonna send this Warlock Engineer to Ulthuan so we can start setting up some undercities.
Pestilence comes.
Oh, I have a... Okay. Come over here, I guess.
Deathmaster snaked.
Deathmaster.
Deathmaster.
Oh, sure. And let's trade out one of my warp fire throwers for the teeth breakers for the moment.
Ready to kill.
Whoops, forgot about him. I bet January would be about the Hitch reveal. No, Kiro! January needs to be about the Seraphon reveal. I need my Seraphon back. Oh, cool thing. So do y'all want to know what my super big project I'm having done is? So like my next big model that I'm having made, which it's going to be super high quality, so I'm not trusting myself to paint it. I'm going to have a very good friend of mine named Palooka, who you may be aware of. But Palooka is like one of the best painters I know. And I know a lot of painters, but he's like a whole nother breed. But what I'm going to do is for Age of Sigmar and for hopefully the Return to Fantasy at some point, I'm having a completely unique Tenenhuan model made. So what I'm going to do, and you can Google these things that I'm going to be telling you about. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take the Tenenhuan model, okay, and I'm going to put him on a Stegodon, an Engine of the Gods variant Stegodon. Oh, thanks, Misha. Yeah, that's Palooka's channel. I highly recommend you guys go follow him on Twitch. Go follow him on Twitch. He live streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so he'll live stream later today. Tell him I sent you. He's a great guy. A great guy, and he does amazing work. So anyway, So I'm going to get a 10 in 1 model, which I already have. So I have the 10 in 1 model, which you can't buy anymore. But I have one that's completely unassembled and still in the packaging. So I've got a 10 in 1 model. I'm going to put him on an Ancient Stegodon with the Ancient of the Gods build. But here's where it's going to get crazy. So instead of having like the giant blowpipes on the sides of the Ancient Stegodon, what I'm going to do instead is I got 2 of the Arcs of Sotek from the Pestilence, and I'm going to have an Arc of Sotek on each side of the Ancient Stegodon. So you're going to have 2 Arcs of Sotek pouring down snakes off both sides of the Stegodon. Then I got a Serpent Caller, which is a model from the Splintered Fang warband from Warcry, which is this guy who has like these 2 huge snakes, like, and he's going like this, and one snake's coming off him to attack, and the other one's around his legs. And I'm gonna have Palooka basically cut out the snakes, and they're gonna wrap around 10 in 1 instead. So if you look at 10 in 1's model, where he kind of is like holding up that arm that has the heart in his hand, and he's gonna have his dagger in the other hand, we're gonna have the snake coming off of that arm. So he's gonna have like these big serpents wrapped around him. And then from the Cold One Cavalry kit on Games Workshop's website, you know, Cold One Cav for Seraphon, they have serpent swarms in the kit, and I've got 12 of those swarms that are going to be put all around the base. Some of them in clusters and some separate, to make the base look like there's like this big ol' FU cluster of snakes coming out around it to just like destroy shit.
Set caltrops, yes.
And then Palooka's gonna paint it up.
Deadly.
Tell me that does not sound awesome as shit.
Bitch, take.
And you bet as soon as it's done, I'll post it so you all can see it. Of course.
Plan needs new.
You know what? I don't need this right now. I need the Scryer building.
Join us.
Time to eat, leaders.
More assassins! So if you're ever sitting there wondering, like, oh, I wonder what Sotek does with all that money people donate. That's projects like that are what I do with it a lot of the time. When I'm not buying, like, books and stuff. I've got a backlog of books I need to finish. Who's the best legendary caster lord in the game right now? The best caster lord in the game is probably Lord Skrulk. If not Skrulk, then probably Malekith. In Total War Warhammer. I'm assuming that's what you were referring to.
Find slay. You slow losing. Make them slower.
Raid Dreadrock. Well, I'm doing that. Oh, we gotta read the new chapter objectives. Alright, the Skaven once decreed that never again would they be brought low by their own imperfect creation. Such a flawed device nearly led to their eradication in Skaven Blight. Since then, it is decreed they should spread over the world over, and so they have. Alright, kill 2,000 enemies in battle. Kill! That what Eshin family... That what Eshin clan family does best, yes? Slice, cut many neck throats. Soak, drown above place in blood. Enemy things just food meal for hungry ratkin. Claws red, bellies full stuffed. What Skaven live for, yes? Recruit a warlock engineer. Knife blades good for make kill, but some enemy things too tough strong, even for snitch. Eshin need magic, Eshin need machine, Eshin need master maker. Then Eshin rule above place, yes? Earn 2,500 gold from raiding. War battle not cheap cheap. Ratkin need food meat. Ratkin need stab tools. Ratkin need shiny things. Ratkin take steal from full enemy things. Absolute units. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they put in a meme as a chapter objective. Absolute units, referring to like big fat rat ogres. That's hysterical. Build a growth vat, which we had. Clan family need more plus strength power. Sneaking good, but big giant monster beast better. Yes. Use science magic from strange weird hell pit clan. Grow many rat ogres. Yes. Scary. Make enemy things scurry run. Easy to win then. And then last, perform 2 rituals. Perform 2 Clan Eshin contracts from Clan Moors. Moors, one of the biggest, strongest Ratkin clan families. Must obey, please, head taker warlord boss. For now. One day, Clan Eshin be best first. Yes? There's a lot of rhetorical questions in that. Alright, we're just gonna raid for a bit, I guess. Critical success! Nice, that dude's dead. I love it. Critical success.
What's your back tail?
Sotek, what was your reaction when you found out Rapunzel was the FLC Lord? I was very pleased. Very pleased. I really like Rapunzel. She's a great character. What rank is Deathmaster right now? I want to say he's like rank 12 or something. I'll double check here in a second. What about Teclis? Is he not as good as the others? No, Teclis is good, but Teclis suffers from not having any like super amazing spells. Like he has a good mix of that. He has like healing spells, and he has he has a lot of really interesting tools, but he doesn't have any massive super spells like Soul Stealer or Purple Sun or Burning Skull or any of that. That's any of those really powerful spells. You know, his biggest thing that people usually run with him is he runs nets and then he runs some kind of healing spell. Is kind of his usual MO. Riot! So we're not going to hire Ikit Claw just yet, but we will hire him in just a minute. I want to get my finances just a tad bit more secure. Ikit Claw is level 14. Speaking of which, let's spy on Clan Scryer with one of our assassins.
For the Eshin, yes.
And then I don't actually want to fulfill this mission right now because I want to... Oh, actually we can fulfill that, but first let's establish with Queek.
What? Show way to Pestilence, and I will give you many secrets, yes?
Okay. So we'll wait on the Clan Pestilence contract for a minute.
Clan Eshin assassinate slow things. Many kills. Onward.
Thoughts on the changes to Clan Pestilence and Tehennawan? The changes to Tehennawan are a big step towards making his campaign really good. The fact that he actually gets sacrifices based on the number of enemies he defeats is a huge deal. That being said, his campaign still has a long way to go. The fact that you have to get his that you have to like pay sacrifices for his regiments of renown instead of for like unique special units like everybody else gets to. Expand under Empire. Woo! Under Empire and Lothern. Oh baby. Let's start stealing money. But also get to work on stealth. So like 10 and 1's thing, really nice, important, big update. But I still don't think it's far enough yet. The fact that you still have to pay for sacrifices to get his regiments of renown, whereas like freaking Snitch, or not Snitch, but Ikit Claw gets to use his special currency to get unique new units that are unique to his campaign. That's what Tenenhuan needs to have as well. Like, those need to be equivalent. So they need to do that, and then they need to make the Sotek summon, like, actually really powerful. And not the piece of garbage that it currently is.
Kill their scouts.
Nice.
Call me Deathmaster.
Nice. Getting damage done. Alright, let's go ahead and start laying siege to Dreadrock.
Subtle kill. Like wind.
Oh my gosh, that is a lot of lizards. But I would rather fight them inside their fortress than outside it. So let's go ahead and save. And then attack. Sotek, do you think we could see Emmerich in game, or do you think he's going to get left out? Mads, I think there's a pretty reasonable chance we'll see Emmerich eventually. I could see Emmerich as being a pretty solid free LC character. The reason that I see Emmerich being a notable possibility is because he's the only high elf special character that rides a dragon. So he does have something unique going for him. Oh, and my thoughts on the changes to Clan Pestilence, totally unnecessary, but freaking amazing. I'm so glad they made those changes. They didn't have to. Clan Pestilence was fine, but like them going that extra mile was really, really refreshing to see. It was very nice of them. Alright, so we're going to put all of our stealth units on one side of the fortress, and all of our visible units on the other side of the fortress. That way the AI's like, oh, I'm going to counter him by deploying really heavy on this flank.
What?
See? And then we just beeline for the walls. Let's tear down those towers, boys. Let's get out of range of that tower. If I could replace any non-Gorst Lord for another, who would it be? If I could replace anyone who's not Gorst. Honestly, nobody right now. I really think that all of the characters that I want to see are coming eventually. So I'm really okay with the way they're doing things right now. The only character who I think was a waste to put in the game was Gorst.
Deathmaster Snake.
Oh, Death Runners, start climbing. Okay, let's get a move on.
Yes.
I really like the color of this Lizardman faction, like the pinks and whites. Very, very cool color scheme. Good work, boys. Alright, let's get to work on that wall.
My blade slice awaits.
Mess him up, Deathmaster.
Assassin!
2, 1. More Black Whirlwinds! Okay, all the triads are just about up. Charge!
Master desires. Straight. Gave the runners. They die. Kill.
Deathmaster snitch.
Yes, in triads.
What happened to Emmerich? He died in Athel Loren in the end.
Lord of stealth.
Unfortunately, he went out like a boss, though. I mean, I'll give him full marks.
What? Undying loyalty, master. Priest on the car.
Eshin sorcerer. Strict ready.
Very good, master. Great.
Deathmaster
Here, red-crested skink.
take have this.
The way he just blitzed through all that is just amazing. And Whirling Blades.
Speak magic here.
Let's give these Saurus something to chew on, eh?
Got the wind.
Fire when ready.
What fire thrower? Rattling your gun. What grinder?
Eshin sorcerer. Lord of assassins. Stand still. Fight attack.
Now, ready now. What orders? Shall be done.
Did he die due to the Blood Hunt? Emmerich did, yeah. Emmerich was killed during the final invasion of Athel Loren, which was led by the Blood Hunt. And it was basically unstoppable.
Assassin. Get ready. Rattling
come on.
your gun. Onwards. What fire thrower? Now,
That
ready
one
now.
little fart of fire did it.
Stab. Very good, master.
Hold them back.
We move. Yes. What grinder? Rattling your gun.
Open fire.
Ready now.
Our tail's yours. Move.
Yes. Yes. Run, skitter.
War grinder. Warp grinder! Faster scurry! Snitch prepared!
Silent kill killer.
Ready, ready! Deathmaster Snitch! Lord of Stealth! Retreat, retreat!
Rattling a gun.
Guide us!
Shoot, damn it! Shoot!
For the Valentine! Yes, Master! Scurry! Scarpa, go! What fire thrower! Skitter and leap! Now move! March, Scotty, yes! Stealth, Master! Ready, yes, yes!
How big was the blood hunt? Ah, it was pretty freaking massive. And the blood hunt, the thing about the blood hunt that was very problematic is it was basically, well, it was kind of a stretch on some particular lore notes, but the blood hunt was basically the most elite of all of Khorne's armies that could physically manifest. And on top of that, the big thing about them is that Khorne physically, like, arrived in the mortal plane in order to, like, assist. Like, Khorne actively participated in the blood hunt, because the blood hunt did get wiped out by Balthazar Gelt in, like, one fell swoop. Like, Gelt just went, like, pop! With a really big spell to wipe them out. But they basically, like, they died, and then Khorne was like, hey, that's cheating, and just, like, undid it. Should Grimgore be a monstrous lord? I don't think so. Grimgore's big, but he's not that big. Like, he is still designed in mind with being an infantry-sized character. A very, very large infantry-sized character, mind you, but still an infantry-sized character.
Now, ready. Agreed. Yes, yes. Quick, quick. Yeah, yes, Master Lord.
This is a damn bloody game. Or siege.
Quick. Ready, ready. Fight, fight. Blade sharper.
I was really hoping my weapon teams would make it through there, but I guess not.
Back on the ground.
Clan agrees. Assassin.
Now we're starting to make some headway.
Going. Yes.
Get her runners. Squeak, squeak. Attack, charge. Assassin.
Guide us home. We will.
Summon the doppelgangers.
Who is rotten?
Hasten, hurry. Screen, Ricato, Craig.
What? Rakajajas! Give me orders.
For the burning tide.
Eshin sorcerer. Dark magic. Go, go.
Eshin slingers. Now move.
Eshin sorcerer.
Get her runners.
Get that assassin out of there. Ah!
Scarpa, go! Srik, srik! Die!
Ready, ready.
Weeping blades!
Death make crowns!
Get her runners.
Gun runners! Fire!
Spreading dark talk.
Hey, Shadow Online Gaming, how you doing, man? Doing okay, I hope? You enjoying the DLC? Throw ninja stars!
Eshin sorcerer.
Throw the damn stars! Oh my god, dude. Come on. There you go. Mildly inconvenienced that Croxagore, but whatever. Keep firing! Keep firing!
Hurry! Goodbye, attacker! Ready, ready! Move, move! What that?
Okay, we really need to break these Croxagores. Just mass firing. Alright, Croxagores are vaguely dealt with. Now focus Thesaurus. Just throw ninja stars! Throw all the ninja stars! Fire, damn it, fire! You two, focus the Crocs. Get over here. Fall back. Fall back. They're breaking! They're breaking! Charge! Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a bloody affair, wasn't it? Damn. I really need to get poison wind mortars. Poison wind mortars are what you need with Clan Eshin to get through sieges. Hugh, depending, only if you do it in their name. I'm of the opinion that the universes are 100% connected. They used to be. Games Workshop did kind of go out of their way to explain that the universes are not connected. And the biggest thing we have that we know for a fact they're not connected is that at the end of the day, the demons, which are the big connecting factor, and the gods between the Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k universes, the biggest thing you have to keep in mind when looking at them is that when you really look at them, like you look at Khorne in both universes, or Skarbrand in both universes, or Slaanesh in both universes, etc., they're very, very different, depending on the universe. Like even the order in which the gods were born into 40k and fantasy are very, very different between 40k and fantasy. You know, in 40k, I believe it goes Khorne's the oldest, then Tzeentch, then Nurgle, then Slaanesh. Whereas in fantasy, Khorne is the oldest, Nurgle is the second oldest, Tzeentch is the third oldest, and then Slaanesh. Plus, like, in Warhammer Fantasy, Slaanesh, although he is the youngest, Slaanesh has been around pretty much as long as the other powers have been around. Whereas in Warhammer 40k, we have, like, a pinpoint about when Warhammer, or when Slaanesh was born, which is that whole ordeal with the Eldar super party. And then, yeah, there was a what everybody thought it was a Kaldor Drago reference in Kane, which was the third book, but it turned out to just be a Stormcast. Because time fuckery. Because it's like, oh, it's a big dude in like silver armor who's like basically invincible. So we're all like, that has to be, you know, him. And then Games Workshop was like, ah, we got you. No, it's actually a character we haven't even introduced yet.
You fail, not me.
Keep those upgrades coming. One of these lets me steal more money, right? And that gives me research rate, which is pretty nice. No? Oh, it's this one. Raiding camp. That's what we want next in here. Okay.
Clan Pestilence. Seek target.
Alright, Dreadrock is ours.
Many kills today.
Nice! Loot Bunky, thank you for the kind words, brother. I really appreciate it.
I am listening. Skaven are listening.
Military access with the undead? Alright. I don't see a reason to fight with Khalida if I can avoid it, at least for now. Oh, dude, Mads. I know. I 100% feel you on that, man. Bring me to my men. We're just going to keep assaulting this rebel army so that it just never has a chance to get off the ground. Snitch is still healing. What are we doing over in Skig White? Not a lot. Let's have this guy keep at least messing with armies so he can level up. So we want this guy to be a big old nasty fighter.
Clan rats are not content.
Alright.
Chief one, Wicked Claw.
We got Ikit Claw up in here, chat. The big man himself. Okay, and we want to focus our efforts on getting a raiding camp as quickly as possible, though we are going to keep trying to... We are going to try and steal technology from the elves. Oh, Cameron! You don't need to apologize, man, but,
Warriors, sand warriors, you have things for Snitch.
like, I will say it is super confusing. Like, especially because there was a time when the 40K and fantasy universes were explicitly connected. So, you know the island of Albion in Total War Warhammer, you may have heard people, like, talk a lot about Albion. Albion was, like, a really, really famous campaign known as the Albion Crisis. And the thing about the Albion Crisis is the Albion Crisis literally had 40K cameos in it. So, like, there's a whole thing in Warhammer Fantasy's older lore during 6th edition, the Albion Crisis, where the different factions that did really well in the Albion Crisis got access to 40K weapons. So, like, I think the Dark Elves got a Power Fist, the High Elves got, like, a Shrike Cannon, whatever it is the Eldar have. The Lizardmen got some kind of crazy technology. Like, it was super goofy. Like, they went all in on, like, the fantasy characters, or the fantasy characters finding 40K technology and using it. And they were, like, hilariously broken items. But Games Workshop eventually hit a point where they were like, we don't want this to be the case. And they went back and changed a lot of stuff. So, like, I don't know how old Kaldor Drago's lore is, but, like, it would not surprise me if his books are particularly old, if like there was a time where he did go to Warhammer Fantasy. But, you know, maybe that was back in Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition, and going into the more modern editions, he went through the same retcons as the Fantasy World did, where they started prying those universes apart. That would be my guess. How would the Lizardmen know they got some sci-fi tech? They didn't. They just were like, oh, look, more old one tech. None of the Warhammer Fantasy races thought of the 40k stuff as futuristic tech. They all just were like, oh, look, we found some lost technology of the old ones that's, like, really powerful. We should use it because it's awesome. And that was, like, the furthest they, like, thought about it. Why are these guys hidden? Oh, these guys were hidden, the gutter runners. Let's start dropping lightning.
Our tile's yours. Quick, Anacar.
I'm so confused with this, just try not to think about it. It's not worth thinking about, to be totally frank. Man, Warp Lightning is probably one of the best defensive spells in the game for sieges. What are you doing? Shoot.
Guide us on. We obey. Warlock and the near. Magic's ready! What orders? Our tail's yours! Yes, yes! Warlock and the near! Blow up, yes!
Where are you dipshits going?
Ready, steady, doom! Scarpa, go! Slingers! Nash, kill! Clamping spears! Stab! Clan rats! Very good, master. Now! Ready now! Attack! Warlock and the near! Scissor!
Bring down the lightning.
Ready! Born rats will! Kaboom! Warlock and the near! Slingers! Night runners! Stab! Let's go, rat! Move!
Oh, sorry, I missed. We had another donation from Godzilla 2021. And he says, surprise swords don't cause fear when they're over 8 feet tall of hard reptilian muscle. Well, you gotta remember, the threshold for fear in the Warhammer Fantasy universe is like trolls. Like, when you live in a universe where like many creatures are very, very tall, horrifying monstrosities of absurd levels of power and might, I imagine you kind of get used to it, you know? Like, at some point, it's kind of all gotta just meld together.
Clan rat spears. Quick, quick. Agree. Yes, yes. Slingers. Shriek. Shriek. Hasten. Hurry. What? Die, die, die. Clan rat spears.
Good work.
Warlock engineer.
Alright. Good job, everybody. Good job.
Where the thing?
Speed up time so we can maximize casualties a little bit. Could we see either Drycha or Erloth as legendary heroes for the Wood Elves? I think Drycha would make a very solid legendary hero. Especially if you had to do like more sinister, nasty stuff to get her. Erloth, I think, would do better as a lord. Because the thing about Erloth is really the only like normal Wood Elf who's a special character. Like all of the other Wood Elf special characters are demigods or tree spirits or gods, you know. It's like Orion's an outright god. Ariel is an outright god. The Sisters of Twilight are demigods. The Durthu is a forest spirit. Drycha is a forest spirit. Erloth, elf. Like he's the only normal dude in that entire setup. And I think CA could fix him to make him interesting. Because honestly, the only thing that's not interesting about him in tabletop is that he doesn't have any magic items. But that was also the case for Wulfric the Wanderer. And so Total War Warhammer just gave Wulfric a magic item. They were just like, the Sword of Torgal is a thing now. Have fun. And that solved the problem. So, you know.
Ready.
I would hope it would be a similar situation for Erloth. Which clan is best, Moors or Rictus? Clan Moors is technically a more powerful clan than Clan Rictus. But Clan Rictus is much more wealthy than Clan Moors. Because Clan Rictus controls the Silver Road in the Underway, because they control Crookback Mountain. So any Skaven that want to go into the Darklands pretty much have to go through them. And that makes them unhappy. Because Clan Rictus is able to extort hilarious amounts of money from their fellow Skaven. Because they're jerks. Ooh, pet wolf rat. Nice. Get here. Alright, that's dealt with. Alright, and then here, our discoverability is pretty good, but that's going to go up by 80? Yikes. Let's build that then. We just don't want the, we do not want the High Elves to find us under any circumstances. Oh, we can actually get new tech now. That's nice. Let's go ahead and pick up Ferocious Plans.
You are brave to come here, vermin. For snakes eat rat.
Oh, great. Thanks for that. Clan Moors.
I left Clore of Nordwell. You right here on corpse. What part to pledge? So
Awesome. We got non-aggression with Queek. I think I've got a clan contract. I do. So let's send you to do that.
Blades hidden, blades ready.
Which will piss off Clan Moors a little bit, but not too much. And then I can do a thing. We're good on food, so let's steal an ancillary.
Shadows hide. Yes.
What do we get? Spell shield. That's not that great.
I bring
Better than nothing, I guess, but... Deathmaster sigil. And let's grab Trixie to give us some more magic resistance. How are we doing on our chapter objectives? We're doing okay. I need to get a growth vat built somewhere and I need to recruit a warlock engineer. But I think I'm already over on the amount of engineers I can have. Yeah. That's a bummer. I could fire this dude just to recruit a new one. What level would this one be? Level 4? I guess we wouldn't really be losing any. And I could send him to a different part of the world. Yeah, that's fine. Get here. Warpstone Hoarder, Disciplined, Weapon Master. Give me a Warpstone Hoarder. Alright. And then your job is going to be... take my goodies to another part of the world. Oh, let's send you to... you can go to Reichland. Go to Altdorf. So we can get under Altdorf. What is this game store I always go to called? It's called the Citadel. The Warhammer Citadel, also known as the Warhammer Store and Cafe. It's very famous, at least in this area. Yeah, Lilith was cool until she went crazy in the end times. Lilith was actually, like, she stood up for Bretonnia and did not let the Wood Elves push them around for a really good long while. But then she unfortunately went insane. More than likely, she looked at what was coming and was like, well, this looks like it sucks, and it just kind of broke her, unfortunately.
stalk them. Yes.
Lustria is his ours. Eshin contract approved. Kill their scouts.
We're doing good there. You're heading to Altdorf, so we can make under Altdorf. And Lothern, we have a very nice setup. All we need is the Ratkin Mafia. Such a hilarious name for, like, a thing. I think we need 4,000 gold for that. Yeah, we're good. How's the dog? Chloe is great. She's sleeping on my bed. I can see her from here. I would show y'all with the camera, but it's kind of far away, and the room's kind of messy, so we're not gonna do that. But she's asleep over on the couch, or my bed. In fact, she's on my pillows, which means I'm gonna be sleeping in dog fur. Alright, so we're doing great on research. I would really like to get hit and run for that speed increase. Ah, we failed the assault. That's a bummer. Let's go ahead and grab the Ratkin Mafia. So that'll equal us out at 40 discovery, which is pretty decent. Oh, wait, no, that's going to put us at 80 discovery. That's kind of high. It's kind of high, but we'll just have to deal with it.
The doom comes.
Yeah. We could send somebody there, because for every hero that I send there, it makes it harder to discover me, but it's kind of a lot of work. I actually want to cause a rebellion here if I can get away with it. Yeah, I'll give you these. Oh, and then I'm pretty much out of money. Okay. Snitch, you're gonna keep raiding for one more turn. Yeah, just one more turn of raiding, and we're doing good. So, Tech, who is the better chief, Doomclaw or Nodwell? I think Nodwell is better than Doomclaw. Nodwell is a freaking mastermind. Doomclaw is a very, very powerful sorcerer scientist, but Nodwell is probably one of the most dangerous schemers on the Council of 13. Yeah, so we're at 40 discoverability right now. You know what? That's gonna knock us from 30 to 50%. I think we'll just leave it, because I think that's gonna... 80% is too high. I don't want to risk being discovered like that.
Clan rats are not content. Now, forward, now!
We'll come back for that in a second. So we have very favorable relationship with Clan Pestilence, which is unfortunate, since they're dead. I really hope they expand Lustria in the very near future, because it is such an annoying bummer that there are so many characters in Lustria. Like, so many special characters and legendary lords. And they just tend to wipe each other out, like, freakishly fast. Oh, this is an all-skink army? That'll be easy. Alright. Let's blow this place up. Wipe out these annoying oh, okay, I can just auto-resolve. Occupy it at level 2.
More deadly.
Nice! Alright, let's grab Inspiring Presence and Infiltrator. For you... Oh, we have Arcane Conduit, so let's get Cathayan Training. For you, give me Replenishment. And then I need to hire a new unit of Death Runners. Okay, that's going to upgrade next turn, so we do want to save a little bit of money for that. You can have Natty Boobos. Lore Master Sotek, what would happen if just Morgoth from Lord of the Rings came into the Warhammer Fantasy world? Where would he set up at? Honestly, Hugh, I'd say the closest character to Morgoth, so like a character who is very similar to him in like equivalency of storylines and power levels and all that stuff, would probably just be Be'lakor. Morgoth and Be'lakor have a lot in common as far as like what roles I think they would have, because Morgoth is a really complicated creature coming into Warhammer Fantasy, in that he is a god that is not quite full-blown god, who has some really interesting personality quirks that cause him to sometimes make not the best decisions in regards to, like, achieving ultimate victory, that screwed him over pretty well, from my understanding. But Morgoth, I will say, Morgoth translates into Warhammer Fantasy very, very poorly. he does not fit in the design of Warhammer without some serious messing around. Like, it would be insanely messy to even think about how to make Morgoth work in a Warhammer Fantasy scenario.
Blades hidden. Blades
Give me that food! And let's go ahead and have Deathmaster Snitch do the Night Lord's say-so.
for the Eshin.
So that'll give us another sneaky scheme. Oh gosh, my Master Assassin is gone, so I have to hire a new Lord. Give me a Gracier Plague, I guess, to watch over the army in the meantime. Oh gosh, it's so expensive. Why isn't Clan Moors a great clan? Clan Moors is a great clan. They're when we talk about the great clans refer to the four great clans are basically, their whole thing is basically that they are four clans that have a very unique identity that allows them to be four of the strongest clans because everyone relies on them. But the exact same thing could be said for Clan Moors and Clan Rictus. Did I confederate Ikit already? Yes. Mainly because Ikit was very, very weak. But very unfortunately, I was not able to confederate with Skrok before he died, which means I am a failure, and I should be cast out of society for just failing at a simple task. But we are going to get Skrok back. We're going to send over a massive invasion of assassins and cause a bunch of rebellions until we get Papa Skrok back. So I have declared, and so it shall be. What the hell? Where is Malus? I want his trait for killing him. Where is he? Archaon fully kitted out versus Sauron with the one ring. Guys, if there's one thing I can warn you about right now, like, here is your big warning. Do not try to compare Warhammer Fantasy characters against Lord of the Rings characters. The mechanics of the universes are so different, and the magic system especially are so different, and Tolkien didn't really write battles. You know, Tolkien was not super big on giving you really detailed play-by-plays of everybody's power level and what they were physically capable of and exactly how their abilities and powers would manifest. He didn't do none of that because he was too busy inventing freaking languages and cultures that would go on to shape all fantasy universes for the remainder of forever, and introducing a lot more of the West to like Nordic cultures and stuff that he got a lot of his own ideas from. But anyway, the comparing like Sauron against Archaon is basically impossible just because we don't really know what Sauron can do. You know? We don't know what Sauron's going to be physically capable of, or what he's going to be able to tank, or if he would be able to dispel Archaon's magic, or if Archaon would be able to do vice versa. Like, it's just a total clusterfuck, dudes. Just a total clusterfuck. Alright, so we have 3 schemes now, so that's nice. How long till our next Great Clan contract? 5 turns? Alright. Where is Malus? Do I want to confederate? Dread Nautilus, I want to confederate all of the clans. All of them. The only clan I do not want to confederate is the Crookback, is the Clan Rictus Defenders clan, whatever the stupid thing there is. Get Shrek donated. Can you sup to Lodge Gaming, please? Can I sup to Lodge? I have Get Shrek'd. I would be delighted to respond to your request, but I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what that means. Sup to Lodge Gaming. You lost me. I'm sorry. So, Tech, would you say that Tolkien is the grandfather of fantasy? I would say Tolkien is the grandfather of how we currently view fantasy. Yes. I would not necessarily say that Tolkien is the grandfather of like everything fantasy related, because Tolkien, kind of like how Warhammer stole a lot of its ideas from other fantasy universes in order to create a unique one, Tolkien did the exact same thing, except for he stole all of his from like local myths and religions and mythoses and all that other stuff, and kind of made his own thing out of it. So, is he the grandfather of modern fantasy? Elements of it, yeah. I would say for like super classic fantasy, you could call him the grandfather of it, but I don't think he has a monopoly on it by any means. So let's take from the shadows. Respected and feared. Replenish troops. Start working on... let's get Warp Fireball. Go find Malus.
Deathmaster snake.
Ooh, I like money. But I like poison weapons more. Give me that. Give me that! That's not stealing, it's taking inspiration. I don't consider stealing when it comes to... You're right. You are absolutely correct. I should note that I was raised... I wasn't raised. I grew up around musician culture. And like I studied music in middle school, high school, and college. And the thing about studying music as you grow up is you get very familiar with the phrase, good artists cheap, but great artists steal. Because in music, everybody steals from everybody. Granted, they take it and then they like add a little thing onto it, or they change it a little bit. But a massive part of like classical music is taking inspiration. Oh yay! One of my very, very dear, closest best friends passed her national counselor examination for licensure and certification. She's certified. So proud of her. Under Altdorf!
Mission success.
Alright, we officially have a house underneath Karl Franz. Oh boy. Let's start stealing his money. Can Skaven use necromancy? Not that we've ever seen. What can I do here? Small heist? I'll do it. Where is Deathmaster? Boop.
Stalk them. Yes. Yes. They are weak.
Guess I'll just take this. I mean,
Murderous
I don't know where Malus is, but I'm not gonna wait forever for him.
lords of the shadows.
Okay, there's Admiral Leech. Does he have any more settlements? Nope.
I command.
I don't know where he is.
I bring pain.
Weird. I wonder if he got, like, wiped out right before I got here. Very strange. Oh, yeah. We've got the Sea Dragon's Teeth, which is so much money. It's such a beautiful port, dude.
Clan Eshin assassin in. Ahoy hoy.
Let's go figure out what the deal is here. Did he just say ahoy hoy?
Sneaky infiltrator. To land.
Ahoy hoy! It's like, oh man, Skaven pirates, dude. Those are some cringy pirates. Skaven pirates. Much prefer orc pirates, if I'm gonna be honest.
More warpstone.
Yeah, I do need to keep Thankful away from under Altdorf, seeing as he did blow it up in one of his stories. See you later, Hugh. Thanks for coming by today, man. Alright, guys, so we've been going for about... how long have we been streaming for? Does anybody have the time? We got a new assassin. No thank you. He's only level 1. I can do so much better.
Sneaky snake.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get the trait for killing Malus, because Malus just is not coming back, it looks like. So, let's wipe him out here. So once we wipe out Malus's faction, I think we will be good to call for lunch. But I will be back later today. But when I get back, we're gonna do some lovely multiplayer, I think.
Majestic missile. Blast balls.
Could you steal tech successfully once? Just once. That's all I'm asking. Just one time. Uno mas. Would it be the end of the world if Skaven could learn to use necromancy? It would certainly be a problem. Hey, Palooka is in Twitch chat. Palooka, we were talking about you earlier today. And I was telling everybody they need to go subscribe to your Twitch channel. Misha, can we please, or one of the mods, but Misha, I think hopefully you're still here. Could we plug Palooka's Twitch channel in our chats, please? He's going to stream later today because it's Friday. So y'all need to make sure to go check him out. If you want to learn how to paint, great place to start. You can ask him all sorts of questions.
Good.
He's really great to learn from, and watching him paint is truly masterful. Alright, so it either has to be blue or purple. Can't be purple, has to be blue. Is it a 1 or a 2? 2. 2. If those are 2s, that doesn't help me. 4, 4, okay. 3. This is a 1. This has to be a 1. So that means this has to be a 2. Boom. Woo!
Aye, Deathmaster now.
Free loot! Sotek, you just destroyed that Skaven Pirate streams. I know, I'm the worst. Okay. Let's start getting our main man here all buffed up. Breeder.
Target.
Where'd he go?
Deathmaster snake.
Kill him!
Sail. Quick, Mike.
You can't get away from me.
Slice the waves.
You go down here. I want to know what's going on. In the south.
Warlock engineer.
Oh, wait. Don't do that yet. I want to upgrade under Altdorf. A respectable amount. I don't care to spy on it. I just want to have a vague idea what's going on.
Under walls.
Have I ever thought I'd make a video of how to solve the stupid puzzles? Well, I mean, I guess I could. I can solve all of them except for the one that you have to, like, rotate the dial. I just guess on that one because that one's full of shit.
Snitch, master of death and kill. Here you speak. Yes, yes.
What's up, Galita? Defensive Alliance? You do get along with Queek, so I will accept this. At least until Krokgar's dead. Matt Rushton, thanks, brother. Hope you have a great day. Oh, this will be a good place to end, right? The Siege of Skavenblight. If we lose this, we lose control of the racial capital. Undertaker, that would be awesome, dude. That would be awesome. Step 1, Photoshop screen snap the spiny one. Jacob, that's way too much effort, though. Like, it's too much effort. I can't be bothered. I can't be arsed. Wait, what? Well, I'm getting so many business emails. Hold up. Hold. Wait. Okay. Alright, let's do this. What lore of magic on average has the most powerful casters in the lore? Lore of high magic. The lore of high magic is like the big boys club. It can only be used by high elves and wood elf spell weavers. High elf archmages, wood elf spell weavers. I mean, high elf mages can learn it, but it's difficult for them. And then the Slann. They are very consistently powerful. Because to learn high magic, you have to have mastered all of the other 8 battle lores. Alright, Ikit, lead us to victory. Yes, yes. I'm gonna need some yes, yes in chat. Just all the Skaven talk. You cannot lose the racial capital. It's too precious.
Globadiers. Our tale is yours. Globadiers. Clan rats.
Clan Vulcan.
For the famine tide. Clan rat spears. Clan rats. Countess command. Clan rats. Ready. Eshin slingers. What? Steven, yes. Warlock engineer.
Ooh, back here, I guess? Back here, maybe? What's their general? Oh, he's Plague. Okay, good. Open fire! Oh, ho, 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 ho. That is some sexy damage. Bring down those towers. Delete us! I love it. No more towers. Let's slow this one down. Block it, block it, my children. Slow it down! Slow it down! Let him have it, Icket. I love it. Bring it down! Bring it down! Ooh! Beautiful. More lightning. Brass orb. Oh man, this is a beatdown. Ooh! Let's go this way. Council Guard with me! Man, these rebels are getting ripped to pieces. Have I tried the new... have I tried Rapunzel? Yes. I love Rapunzel. Rapunzel is great. Her unrestricted confederation of other factions seems a bit broken. Do you mean when you're playing as her? Because she's not the fastest at confederating if you're playing against her. That's more of like a specialist thing if you're playing with her. Oh, son, you're not getting in here. Summon the lightning! Yeah, you're not even gonna break my gate, stupid nerds. Oh, maybe you will. With me! Well, I incinerated about 15 of my own storm vermin with that, but that's fine. I'm sure those particular storm vermin were not loyal anyway. Obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been in the way. We'll let our towers reap a bit of a tally. Oh, don't kill him, though. Yeah, I tried to run on Repant's settings hard and had all of Bretonia by turn 35? What? That's weird. Huh. Well, oh, I guess she doesn't have the tech tree to claim them like normal Bretonia does. I mean, to me, it's not a huge deal as long as it's the player doing it. Because I genuinely do not think there is an advantage to claiming that much territory that quickly. I think that's a bad idea. So, like, I mean, I could see the idea of, like, oh, it's kind of a bit much and could be perceived as overpowered. But I don't think it actually helps that much. This is going to be difficult. I'm not going to be able to catch him on the ocean. I'm going to need to recruit another army to help me catch him. So we can, like, pin him in. Because otherwise he's just going to always stay one step ahead of us. Oh my gosh, that's so expensive. It's worth it, but oh my gosh. Yay! We stole technology successfully. It's a freaking miracle.
Clan Eshin, assassinate.
Okay, I do want to wipe out Hack Wraith before I end for the session. Yeah, Foul, I saw. Yeah, you can take Gotrek and Warcry. I don't know how, balance-wise, that even remotely works. That's literally like taking Nagash and Warcry. I don't know what the idea behind that is. Couch, yeah, I totally agree, dude. Oh, he's back for more! Alright, let's see what Krokgar's up to. Do our best to cut this nerd off. Get you down here. We're not gonna need a garrison in Shattered Stone. Let's explore a empty settlement here, Mount Greyhag. Nope. Oh, I got it! Just lucky guess. My favorite kind. Kill the rebels. Give me food. Oh, Warpstone Scroll. Nice. I'll put that on my Eshin dude. Give me... We should probably go with the blue tree now that I think about it. Actually, Bonded Service will be really good on you. Well, Ancient Cunning is better, though. At least for right now. You... Tail Weapon. Where's my... Undercity? Give me this thing. And then... Steel Tech. Yeah! Okay, we should be able to finish this Black Ark off this next turn. So instead of a monster hunt, you fight Gotrek. Okay. Everyone in chat, who is your favorite character? That would be a great way to end the stream. Everyone in chat, who is your favorite Warhammer Fantasy character? Doesn't even have to be a Legendary Lord. Who's your favorite character? Hey, Sotek, in the end times, did Thanquil and Screech get along? As much as two Skaven can get along. Yeah, they were allies. Kidnap Clan Molder member. Alright, that's gonna piss off Clan Molder, but that's fine. Send Yes, in Ronin. Ah, no, it's in Ono.
Blades hidden, blades ready.
That's fine though, because I want buddy relations with Clan Destroyer.
Lord of the Assassins. Break, slice, dead.
It's over, Admiral Leech.
Oh, yes. Deathmaster snake.
Yeah. Alright, Haggrafe is dead. Awesome. Thank you, your services are no longer required. Goodbye.
Sneaky snake.
Thankful Malobod. Hey, Couch Lance. I like your style. Malobod is a bitchin' character. I love Malobod. Oh, I would be so happy to have him be playable in this. Oh, that would make me overjoyed.
Lord of the Assassins.
Really do want to get that max level Dragon's Teeth. But I'm more interested in stealing Altdorf resources. Nicely done, little dude.
Absolutely not. Night Runner.
Alright, Deathmaster, let's head back up north. We'll probably take Nagashazar next and then work on taking the Plane of Bones. Alright guys, so I think that's going to be a good stopping point for the stream. I want to thank you all very, very much for coming by. It was a ton of fun. So this stream, we actually got a ton done. We've almost unlocked all of our available schemes. We have already taken Skaven Blight and confederated with Ikit Claw. We'll have to hatch a scheme to resurrect Skrok somehow. We've wiped out Malus Darkblade and the Red Claw Goblins. We own 2 provinces, or 3, technically, with Skaven Blight. Next time, we will claim Nagashazar and the Plane of Bones, and then we will go to take the Wolflands and take over Clan Rictus. And we'll start fighting our war against Krokkar. Oh, can I do anything with Clan Morse?
Come, challenge.
Yes, I can. Military Alliance.
Good.
Boom. Alright, so thank you all for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I will be back later this afternoon, and we're going to do a multiplayer stream. Because the ladder reset, and I feel like getting frustrated or something. We also might play a new game that I have beta access to called Warhammer Underworlds. We'll talk more about that later on today. That might be a video instead of a live stream. It'd probably do better as a video. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you later today. Until then, have a great day, guys. Also want to give a special shout out, some shout outs to Get Shreked, who says subscribe to Louge Gaming. Hold on a second. Louge Gaming. Oh, it's a very small YouTube channel. There are multiples. Bro, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm gonna be straight with you right now. Generally, it is considered poor form to go onto someone's stream and request subscriptions to something totally, it's not even Warhammer related, it's just random shit. So, although I appreciate the donations, keep your money to yourself, and don't do that. It's weird. Don't do that. So, Get Shreked. Don't do that. Yeah, that's weird, dude. Anyway, do want to give a big shout out to Godzilla 2021 for all of his generous support today. And of course, thanks again to Home Slicer for continuing his membership here. Anyway, thank you all for watching. See you all later this afternoon. Bye, guys.